Hi everyone, and welcome to the 10% Expressing Our Point of View. I'm really excited about this show. I'm Israel Luna, and I'm going to start with introducing everyone that's on this show. Go.
Hello, I'm Tim Fortenberry. I'm from Dallas, and I work in real estate development.
And I'm Bill Peck. I'm a freelance designer here in Dallas.
I'm Steve Tate. I'm a speech therapist living here in Dallas.
Very good. Well, guys, thank you so much for being on the show. I'm really excited. We have a lot of great little topics we're going to talk about, but I would like to talk about something that I saw on TV this morning. Madonna is all over the news again. Do you know what about? You do?
The divorce. She's getting a divorce.
Oh, no. Oh, that's old news. That was at least a month ago. No, do y'all know anybody?
No, I just thought it was the divorce. That was what was on.
No, she directed a movie.
What's it about?
She directed a movie, and it's called Filth and Wisdom.
Well, there's a surprise.
Story of her life.
I know. Exactly. But get this, it's getting decent reviews. So, that's...
Isn't that the one her husband didn't attend?
Yes.
The premiere of?
Yeah,
Well,
that's it.
what is it about?
I have no... I saw some clips of it, and it was like a circus kind of people, sort of burlesque kind of... I don't know. I didn't see much of it. They were just showing little clips because it was all about her. But she directed it. She's not in it. And
Smart move.
Exactly. Well, that was my point for bringing it up. Yeah.
But you know what? I don't know that I'm really surprised she's a good director, because she is a great businesswoman and she puts on a great show, so I think a lot of that sometimes doesn't translate on the other side of the cameras.
Right.
I mean, she might suck as an actress, and we all
Right.
know that, but on the other side, we know she's a good organizer, she's a good director.
Well,
for
she has
artists.
vision. She has vision, and she changes things up. And
So, but is she a bad actress, you think, or has she just had...
terrible actress?
I don't think she's terrible. I mean, she's all right, but...
Well, you have Shanghai Surprise.
Yeah,
and then you have, Who's That Girl?
Yeah, not good.
But, I thought she was pretty good in, like, A League of Their Own.
Yeah, she was
Well,
pretty good.
she was good. Before that, she was very stiff, I think, and hello, how are you? Very, she just didn't seem very natural, and I think that translates. It's very transparent.
Well, what was the one with the gay guy, Rupert Everett?
Yeah.
What was that one?
I can't remember.
The Next Best Thing. The Next
Right.
Best Thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I thought that one was actually going to be the one that hit because, it's catered to a gay audience, it's a gay movie. But then she started having this little fake British accent in the middle of the movie, and you're like, where did that come from? So,
Right, and she still every now and then will pop up with that, but
oh my God, I don't know. So maybe you're right. Maybe on the other side of the camera is
Well,
where
and she was okay in Evita too, because that was her element.
she wanted.
she was-
well, she didn't act. She sang,
sang
the
the
whole
whole
time.
time. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's all about your comfort level, I'm sure, and I'm sure she's
Right.
much better. Even though, live and camera is two totally different things. Being in front of millions of people, I guess, is totally different than being focused in one little area, and your energy, reads differently, I would think.
Right. Well, maybe the pressure's off too. If she's doing the directing, she's not, she's not that great as an actress, and she can be behind the camera and do her thing from there. So maybe it's.
Yeah,
Wow.
she can suck as a director and put somebody else's name on it afterwards.
Oh, well, that's
Right.
been done.
Well, when she was in,
Guy
when
did
she
it.
started, when she started being in Guy Ritchie's movies, I thought, what was the one that she was in? She was in one with him. He directed her in her music video, "What It Feels Like for a Girl." So, but then when he Swept Away.
Never saw it.
I never saw it
It's kind
either.
of like an Endless Summer kind of remake.
Where she was on an island or something?
Yeah, she was like
Okay,
this total
yeah.
bitch or something like that. And of course, it failed
Typecast.
again. But it shows that she's a powerful woman and she intimidates even her husband as the director. That's what I got out of it.
Or he could have been whipped down. Who knows? And that,
Well, I know if she was going to be in my movie, I wouldn't want to say, okay,
You're horrible.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't want to say. I wouldn't want to say that. How do you tell Madonna that she sucks at something?
Right.
I don't know. I'd like to try.
I don't know. How would you do it?
I don't know. Just tell her, I guess.
She would probably handle it. I mean, it's probably nothing she hasn't been told before, just like any of us.
Right.
It's like we all face rejection no matter who we are. It's in some form or another. So I'm sure she's been told on her own many times she can't sing, she can't act, it's just like anybody.
Just
Right.
edit out all the bad parts and leave all the good parts in.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
true.
Well, speaking of somebody that's actually very good at something, how many of you watch Dancing with the Stars?
I do.
Do you?
I like it.
Sometimes.
Did you watch it last night?
I did.
They had these little dancers, but they were like 10 years
So
old.
cute.
And it was the cutest thing because the little boys are these little flamers, and they don't know it yet.
Oh,
And
they're so cute.
Oh my god! And I'm gonna play clips of it as we talk. But they're 10 years old, and when I first saw it, they had this brief little thing of their history, and yeah, and how much they practiced together and everything. And this one girl said, "Well, he's my partner because he was the only one in dance class," or something like that. Was it?
Oh yeah.
And I just thought, oh my God, they're Will and Grace because they do everything together.
Will and Grace.
But then I think one boy, they threw in something about him playing hockey or something.
Right.
And I
Yeah,
thought-
he does play. That's right. He does play.
And I thought, oh, that's totally not true. You know, the parents said, if you're going to be on that freaking show, we're going to throw in something butch
Sports.
to show that you're not gay. Did y'all not see it last night? You didn't see it? Oh, man.
Well, I thought, especially the second little boy, and I can't remember which one switched, but I don't know if the second one played sports or not, but the second little boy seemed a little bit more leaning on the flamer side than the first one.
Oh my
They
God.
were both so cute though.
And then, of course, they judged them. And they're like, I don't
Well,
want
they were like, oh, you have a great smile, and you're really, talented and made us smile. So I thought it was, what were they going to say? You're horrible, get off. So I was wondering how they would judge them. on
Right.
that,
Well,
so.
I'm just watching it for Cloris Leachman.
And she was good this last week. She was really, really good.
80 or she's
I know. I can't get my leg up that high now, let alone when I'm 80.
She's a good actress. Speaking of bad actresses, she's a great actress.
Yeah, I love
Who?
Cloris.
Cloris Leachman.
Cloris.
Yeah.
Well, why do they have her on the show? Does she have something going on right now that they put her on the show? They usually take people that are.
She was free.
The women.
Well, they try to do the oldest and the youngest. So they did that. They had a father and a son. They had somebody with a health disability. So I think they tried to pick a different, just to show how difficult it is for our, what the challenges are for people that, may have something challenging in their life.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
So I think that that's how they try to keep it interesting. They also are introducing new dances, which they haven't done before this time around. So I don't know what that's going to be like. But
I don't know.
we'll see.
I never got into it, but last night I just had it on and I saw those kids and I thought, oh, they're just so cute, and especially when they dance and shaking their butt. I thought, aw. I wonder if their parents know. Do you think their parents know when their
Yeah,
kids?
well, and little boys in dance when they're young, I'm sure, have to put up with a lot of crap. I mean, really, it's not the most masculine thing to do. It's not like I'm going to go play football or something.
Absolutely.
I was talking. We had an event at my store a couple weeks ago with the Texas Ballet Theater, and one of the little boys was telling me that, well, he's 22 now, a little boy. He was 13 years old before he started dancing, and he went to his sister's recital, and his mother had to drag him by bribing him with ice cream. And then he just went and loved it. So it's like, I just think it's random how people find their passion.
Now, did you being an fashion designer, were you into that when you were a kid, and how did your parents handle it?
No, I didn't get into clothing until probably high school, or like the end of high school. I had a neighbor who I used to make clothes for. I was always into art, but when I went to college, I worked for the school costume shop. So I found my interest there.
Oh, okay. So then, like in elementary, were you into all the sports and like the boy stuff?
Not really. I mean, I did stuff like my dad was a Marine, so he drug me around, made me do just about everything.
Oh, okay.
I think in junior high I was in wrestling for a little while, which
Oh.
was fun for different reasons.
So
but,
now that, yeah.
And so you stayed with that for a few
Which,
years.
yeah, which led her interest today.
I still do that just freelance now.
What about you, Steve? Did you do all the?
Well, I was in theater, yeah, but I really
Gay.
wasn't.
Totally gay.
I wasn't teased though, really. I mean, when you're in costuming and stuff like that, I'm sure you were teased a lot.
A little bit.
But I was in sports too, so I really was well-rounded. I thought I didn't think I was really weird or anything. So
Well, I don't think anybody ever thinks that they're weird.
I don't know.
What about you, Tim?
Oh, I was probably gay from second grade on. It was never any big surprise.
Did you carry your books like this or like this?
No, I don't know. I was teased, of course, just like many other people, and I just didn't. dealt with it. You know, what do you do? So I was never very athletically inclined. I tried to play baseball and do some different things. It just wasn't my thing.
So what did you do instead? Were you into other stuff?
I was into music. I was in band and played the trumpet, and I was in marching band in high school. And so I did that. I just sort of did my own thing. So it was good.
Oh.
Yeah. So nothing dramatic came out of that. So it was the later years.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, kind of the same with me. But I got to say, I don't know if all gay men did this when they were younger, but I was always attracted to the black girls. I wanted to hang out with nothing but black girls. And still hasn't changed to this day.
Probably because they tell it like it is, and
I think we all have something in common. I mean, we all, you know, I mean, there's always that constant fight between gay men and black women saying, "No, I said Miss Thing first. No, I did.
That is true.
You know, I mean, they're so alike there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just relate to them.
Understand what I'm saying?
Exactly. But you know, speaking of black women, I gotta say, okay, this morning I got an email from my friend Tammy. I don't know how many of you got it. She sent it to a lot of people, but she had a question for everybody, and I'm gonna ask you guys. Okay, it was the name of someone that wanted it pronounced correctly, and this one was really upset because people kept mispronouncing it. The name is spelled L-E-A. How would you pronounce it?
Leah.
Yeah. Leah.
No.
Leia.
No. Incorrect.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Any
the Leia.
That's no. I can't imagine.
Leah. I don't know.
No. It's Ladasha.
Oh Jesus.
You are making that up.
It's Ladasha. And this woman was really upset because
Is it on her driver's license or her birth certificate or whatever?
No, it was the mom being upset that people were mispronouncing her daughter's name, and her daughter's name is Ladasha, L-E-A, Ladasha.
Come on. I mean,
I think that needs a little bit of, explanation.
a little bit, yeah.
That's like another foreign language.
But see, that makes me want to be a black girl just to have a crazy name.
So you can have a dash in your name?
They have crazy names, and I love it. I wish I had.
Ridiculous.
But anyway, we're going to get on with the show. We're about to cut to break, but please stick around. We have some online dating subjects coming up and all kinds of other crazy stuff. So please keep watching. We'll be right back.
I got a wazoo, I'm gonna snuggle.
Name's Bumbleye.
Cute as he can be, 'cause he is part lion and part bumblebee.
Billie Jean and Beat It, looking just right. And 3 of the outfits, they're all out of sight. Looks so much like Mike from head to toe. Put the mic in his hand and he'll steal the show.
I love you, Michael Jackson. So much fun when we pretend to be a fireman or a carpenter. And my buddy can even go camping with me. With me and my buddy, adventure sets. We get lots of good stuff and special clothes.
This is a petster, and this is the kid who got it to come when he called.
You're kidding. Don't get it!
Their neighbor likes to play games with petster.
They have a nosy farm. Nosy bears. They have a nosy farm. Nosy bears.
Blast, hold the ball blaster. If you wanna get the bounce you're after, get the blast, hold the ball blaster. A hot new look and a bigger bounce. It's got the bigger bounce you're after. Twirl them, hang them from your ears. Twist them, neon ears. Shine on, neon.
Now there's something just for you and pretty from Underoos Underwear. E.T. is lots of fun. In my world, he's number 1. G.I. Joe marching ahead. Superman acts and standing tall, but that's not all. Awesome, come live with me.
They cry real tears and need a new home.
You can save a little lost baby. They need you to be them, never leave them.
You can dry their real tears and give them their bottles.
Water and ooze blast and oozinator. Oh, yuck! Blech! Gross! Ew! Disgusting! And of course, awesome! The new oozinator blaster from Super Soaker. Major pumping required.
Yes.
Whatever.
Let's go ahead and start it. And
Hi everyone, welcome back to the 10%, expressing our point of view. I am online right now on Craigslist under Men Seeking Men. And I'm going to read some of these ads. Looking for a freak that want to show.
Show what?
I don't know. I don't know. Okay, it says, you have two versatile males here in Mesquite looking for a freak that wants to show off their ass and freak with us. Looking for serious peeps only. So if you want to get out and freak, get back to us ASAP. So I guess they don't explain.
Sounds very Mesquite.
No picture required.
It is Mesquite, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll have to bleep this one. Seeking big-dicked men to come and fuck my ass hard. I am naked. In Carrollton.
I think that's my neighbor.
We all have that neighbor.
Looking for a few good loads.
Hey.
Just a few.
Oh yeah, I love this one. Testing the waters, looking for masculine dudes, 20. Yeah, testing the waters. He's never done this.
And let's
before.
remind everybody what day of the week this is too. This is a
Thursday.
Yeah, that we're recording this. So.
Oh my god. So anyway, let me just find one more. Looking for twink party bottom, looking to get rimmed and sucked. So anyway, the reason I am bringing this up is, Tim, you wanted to talk about online dating and what's going on. Why would you want to talk about that?
Well, I wanted to talk not just about the sex sites, but I'm glad you brought that up, but also about the other sites. There's tons of sites, for friendship, for dating, for relationships, and I guess my thought about bringing this topic up is that I wanted to know what everyone else thought about when you have such availability online. Are you creating an opportunity for yourself? Are you, putting yourself out there in hopes of like maybe you'll meet somebody great that you can spend time with or be friends with or whatever? Or are you really setting yourself up for failure? Are you setting yourself up, your expectations higher, thinking, I'm finding the person that I want to be with in these places, only to find that they're really not there, and it's sort of like a trap. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's the discussion that I wanted to have, because I know I've been on several sites. I've done MySpace and Facebook and gay.com and Manhunt and some of the other different things. And it's very interesting to me how many people have actually been on those sites and are on there and like to shy away and hide from the fact that they've been there, looking for whatever it is that they want. Why are they afraid of that?
Right. Well, are we all online, like in one site or another? Well, I guess...
No, I'm not online on one of those sites, but yeah, I get online and, the internet sometimes.
To search for guys to meet?
No.
No?
I have before, but not anymore.
Not anymore.
Since
yesterday.
Not right this minute, but give me 2 minutes.
Not right this minute. Because I'm wondering, why. I guess it depends on the person and what they're looking for. What are you looking for on there?
Well, I guess the intent starts out to be that you'd like to meet somebody to date. I think anybody here who's not dating someone would like to find that person. I think we all want that from somebody. So I think you think, oh, it'll be easy. Everybody else is doing this same thing too. So I'll get on there and see what it's all about. So you get on there, maybe you meet somebody, maybe you don't, but it becomes a very addictive type behavior. And I think you kind of get sucked in. So for me, I just have to wonder, can you meet somebody for those types of relationships? Or are you really just creating an opportunity, a vehicle, if you will, to meet someone else? Mm-hmm. Like, if I have all these opportunities out here, I can meet people at the grocery store, at the gym, at work, through my job, through my friends.
But online it's more convenient though.
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's just like dial up, instant gratification. It's over, it's done. You go your way, they go theirs. And then are you left more empty? Are you going to come back for more, hoping that the next time it works out better? Are you, no strings attached is no strings attached. And I totally get that whole point of view, but I just have to wonder for just the average gay guy who's out there, or woman, or whatever, because there's plenty of women that do it too. Are they doing it because they're lonely and that they really do hope something else comes out of that? Or are they doing it really because they think, this safer way of just meeting people and getting rid of them is in the long run going to be what they want.
Well, and I think there's a fine line between convenience and laziness.
Right.
And I think a lot of our modern conveniences coming from online make us lazy. You know, in that situation or in any situation online. You know, I think the internet in a way has made our culture lazy. You know, you don't have to go out and meet people. You don't have to strike up conversations. You can just order in online. Right. You don't have to read a book anymore. You just pull it up online and you listen to it. So I think in one aspect of it, it's bad in a way that it is killing our social skills and our social interaction. Right. And I think it just makes us lazy.
Well, the way I feel about it is I feel like, you know, every person you meet, every friend that you make, you know, it's an opportunity for you to reach out, to step into a place that you don't know, to brush up on your skills of communicating with somebody.
But I have to say, what if all you're looking for is sex? And you don't want to meet this person.
Right.
You don't want to know about this person.
And then that's a really good point. And so I think that's the fine line there. It's like maybe that is all you want, but you know, is that really all you're getting?
Well,
you know?
it sounds like you're kind of wanting more from it, and you're being dissatisfied, maybe.
Well, I think that's true and false at the same time. I think there's been many times I've been satisfied from what I've gotten, whether it's a friendship or a sexual encounter with somebody. And then there have been times that I haven't been, that maybe I've wanted more, but the other person hasn't. So, you know, that's all online, and that's good and fine. So, but, you know, does being online create an opportunity, or does it not? That's.
I think of course it's going to create an opportunity. What that opportunity is, it's up to you. I'm online too, and chat with people and meet with people. I know that I always want to be the one in control. If this is what I'm looking for, that's what I'm going to find.
Right.
And if I don't find what I'm looking for, you know, oh well, you know, it didn't happen that evening.
Right.
But I think looking for a potential relationship, I don't think it's in the cards when you get online, because you can't take it serious.
Well,
I
no.
disagree.
And,
I mean, there's a website called mypartner.com. I think there are a couple that are like that, but then there are those that are more geared toward, you know, finding sex, finding
sure there
instant
are. Exactly.
gratification.
Right.
So it kind of depends on, you
Where
got to take it
you're
on
looking.
yourself to look at exactly what this person is saying in their profile. I mean, take them at face value. If they're saying no strings attached, that's probably what it means.
Right.
You know, if they're saying I'm looking for something long term, that's probably what they mean.
I totally disagree.
I totally disagree with that too.
Well, you know what,
I think people, you can look at it. People, I don't want games. I don't want to deal with.
And
liars.
they're the game players.
And they're the
Right.
liars. So I totally agree
And
with
that,
that.
and you miss all the nuances when you're talking to
That's
somebody.
true.
You know, they may be saying whatever they're saying, but what they're inferring, and you can always read behind what they're really saying. You know, some people hide behind phrases and words, and you know.
How many times have we heard from someone, well, I'm not a bar person, I really don't go out. But you see, every time you go, they're there.
Exactly.
They're there. You know, it's a total lie. They're putting up what they think is going to get the most amount of hits.
That is exactly right.
But it's totally not them. And, you know, but it goes back to what you were saying is, you know, you really don't get to know that person. You miss that social part of it, because all you know from this person is what they write. It's not them.
It's not at all. That has nothing to do with anything.
Who has their real age online?
I don't.
I don't even know my
Nobody
age
does,
anymore.
right? Exactly. But you know, it's the same thing. Like if you're on Facebook, for example, which I have to highly recommend. I love that site. It's very addictive. People, you're able to log in there. All your friends are in there. They're typing in what their status is for the day. What, you know, I'm going to the cleaners, or my dog just ate all my furniture, whatever. They're putting that in there. So whether you talk to these people or not, every day you're seeing these line items pop up one at a time. And so basically, I haven't seen Bill in 6 months, but I know he's went home to visit his parents. I know his brother's been in town. I know his dog is sick. I know his sister had a baby.
Well, is there a big difference between like those sites like MySpace and Facebook and Manhunt and Gay.com?
I would think so, yeah.
There is. And I think that's, you know, same thing. Facebook seems to be more about friends and about networking. And it does turn into this gigantic networking vehicle. It's like a big pyramid scheme that just continues to grow every day. And it's a way to keep up with your friends that maybe there are more acquaintance type friends
Right.
that you don't see often, but it's nice to know what they're up to.
Well, see, on that note, I mean, I met my my last boyfriend. I was with him for 9 months, but we met online, and excuse me, it was just going to be a, you know, I didn't think anything was going to come up. It was just going to be a one-time thing,
Right.
And you know, we
Clicked.
spent 9, you know, yeah, but it wasn't that. That's when I think it sort of works. I don't know if I say works. It was 9 months.
Try before you buy.
Exactly. Yeah, but I mean, you know,
Pretty
so
much well.
you just never know. I think you should just go with the flow and not expect anything. And then if
Right.
it happens, you're like, oh, wow. And
Right.
if not, you didn't expect it anyway.
Well, that's true. I think it's keeping your expectations low. But you know what? I guess just my point is, if you are seeking other things, are you really creating an opportunity for yourself? Because I think if you don't have those opportunities there, and you just go home and sit home every night, and you know what I mean?
Right.
You have 0 opportunities. But if you're like out, you're meeting people, and I never have problems meeting anyone anywhere I go. But you know, I just have to wonder, you know, is that
Well, you know, like me and a very good friend of mine, Scott, excuse me, he goes, and we're sort of the opposite when it comes to online dating. He wants to go to dinner with them and get to talk to them, see if he likes them. And me, you know, when it hits me, you know, it's the opposite. You know, it's just, you know, doing, and that's all I want. Oh, that's all I needed, and then I feel better. Hey, big deal, no big deal. So he ends up spending, let's say, $20, $30, you know, and in 1 week, if he goes on 3 dates, you know, that's a lot of money. I haven't spent a thing, and I've had more fun. Because most of the time, how many times have you gone to dinner with someone, and the more you talk to them, the more you think, oh,
what have I done right?
Yeah, it's not going to go anywhere.
Right. Or that horrible blind date that your friend just knows you're going to love this person, and you're like, oh, somebody kill me.
Is he hot?
Yeah.
And then they say,
oh, they're always wonderful and hot and great, and it never works out. I swear.
Yeah, but if you go to dinner with somebody, I mean, you find out whether you want to be with this person or not.
All right. I always say, make it lunch. It's an hour.
Right.
You got to get back to work.
Short term, yeah.
Exactly.
I'm good with the
Keep it-
coffee.
Yeah, coffee. Coffee's good too.
Just coffee.
Yeah. I hate that whole, you're stuck there, you have dinner and you're waiting, and he's just talking and talking, you're just and in your whole time in your head you're thinking, I gotta get out of here.
You're right, coffee.
Well, I hate to cut you guys off. We're going to cut to a break. Keep watching, because we're going to talk about politics and fashion, and stick around to see what Mr. Tate here at the end is going to talk about too. We'll be right back.
All right, here's a little tune inspired by one of the great legends of the Old West. Well, there once were 2 cowboys all alone out on the trail, and they discovered they could sleep with another male. Now they're having gay sex. Cowboy gay sex. Sodomy. Come on, everybody. Sodomy. Sodomy. Sodomy.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the 10%, expressing our point of view. So let's go ahead and just finish up what we were talking about a minute ago. So with this online dating thing, what's our conclusion?
Yeah,
when
my
it comes
conclusion is I still think it's an opportunity. I think there's lots of things that you can learn about people, and I think it's just a great way to keep fun looking what you know. what you're finding.
I love the fact that, like you said earlier, that it's sort of like ordering pizza or something. It's like a to-go thing. You can choose what you want, and it happens, and then they go away if you want them to.
Well,
or
it's a tool, and
Right.
it just depends on how you use it and what you get out of it. So.
Yeah. Now, is it mainly like a gay man thing? Because I don't think there are any like websites for
I think
girls,
so.
are there?
Yeah.
Of course.
I think
Straight
they're all-
people and everybody
Well, yeah, I know for
else.
straight people. I just didn't know if it's like just us because we're total whores or what.
No.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, it's everybody. It's
Right.
everyone.